Hello and welcome to another edition of Kaleidoscope on Channels Television. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. I'm Anne Nwawadu. On Kaleidoscope today, we sit with the CEO of Connak Foundation, Mrs. Carol Emeka Sunday, as we discuss the foundation's activities and, of course, its impact on the society. Once again, welcome to the program. Connak Foundation is a non-governmental organization focused on building entrepreneurs, helping the vulnerable in the society, and creating a better world for all. Let's now hear from the CEO Connak Foundation, Mrs. Carol Emeka Sunday, as she shares what Connak is all about. Let's begin with what Connak Foundation is about and its core mission.
Connak Foundation is a non-governmental organization. I started since 2012. And they are dedicated to empowering communities and individuals with entrepreneurship, education, healthcare, and social amenities. So in our core mission, we try as much as possible to create programs that will uplift lives and foster growth in economy, and come up with programs also that will help the community wherever we meet ourselves.
What inspired the creation of Connak Foundation? And when you look at the journey so far, what's the story or the experience that you can talk to us about?
What inspired the creation of Connak Foundation, first of all, was the desire to curb youth unemployment. And like I said earlier, we started from our locality in Abia State, where we found out that a lot of youth are involved in thuggery, robbery, and quite a lot of social vices. So we decided to say, you know what, let's do something. So most of them are underserved children. They don't have anybody to take care of them. They don't have money to go to school. So we started with education. So we had to take up some of them and empower them, send them to school. Then another group were people that we had to empower for business, you know, to empower their businesses. And those businesses, we found out that some of them are intelligent, but they don't have support. Number one, financial support. They don't have any mentor, and they don't have direction. So they were just buying and selling and all that. So we also had to introduce that in our at the beginning, before it eventually took different dimension that it has taken right now. The journey has been an amazing one from the beginning up until now. It's been an amazing journey. We've moved from just scholarship, education. We've moved to entrepreneurship. We've also moved to healthcare. We've moved to community development. So we've done quite a lot within these few years.
One of your flagship initiatives is called the Connak Foundation Entrepreneurship Initiative, the one you call COFEI. What impact has it made on Nigerian businesses?
Okay, it has made a very huge impact on Nigerian businesses. First of all, it started like, just teaching entrepreneurs, introducing what is called entrepreneurship to the youth. Then eventually it grew to become what we call COFEI, all right, because we had to enlarge our scope by funding, by training, by mentorship. So based on that, we realized that the ecosystem has really expanded so much under the Connak Foundation. So we started from just our host state, which is Abia State. Eventually, we moved to various states, and right now, we are all over the nation. Now, first of all, that program, when we started, we were just doing it in one place. Now, subsequently, we in 2022, we started what we called Connak Foundation Entrepreneurship Initiative. Initially, it wasn't what it was called. It was just a grant giving initiative kind of. So eventually we started the COFE, an online program that was structured in such a way that we had 12 weeks of online training for our participants. The first year we had over 9,000 persons. We had over 9,000 persons apply for the program. So they actually came online and did the 12 weeks of intensive training, entrepreneurship training. Eventually we had about 450 of them come to what we call the boot camp. So we also had boot camps that were taking place in different states in the nation. We started with Abia, then we moved to Lagos, subsequently we moved to Abuja. So for the second year, which was 2023, we expanded to 6 geopolitical zones in the country. And that one had about 10,000 participants come online. But by now, we had adjusted quite a lot of things. So there were eight weeks online. So we also had the physical boot camp, 7 days of physical boot camp in different states like Rivers State, Osun State, Kano, and again, FCT. So this past 2024, we also had, because of the economy, we had to, re-strategize, and now we took everything online. So we had the training online, we had the boot camps online, and it's been an amazing journey so far. So a lot of training, a lot of the first ones, they had the trainings, they had the funding, they had the mentorship. So each time we graduate participants, they will eventually come under our mentorship program. The effect it has had in Nigerian economy is that most of our students have had to scale up their businesses. They've learned business acumen. Businesses are no longer small. Some of those businesses are no longer small. They've expanded, they've upscaled, and right now they have become employers of labor. And apart from that, most of the things they learned from Connak Foundation, they've actually used those to go for other grants, all right? And I'm going to talk about that later. I don't want to preempt myself. They've gotten more grants based on what we taught them, because it was a well-structured entrepreneurship curriculum that we use for them.
I know you've talked about support and all of that, but how does Connak support entrepreneurs beyond grants funding?
Okay, yeah, we realize that money is not everything you need to scale up your business, all right? You need business ideas, you need support, like how to manage your funds, how to manage your business and all that. So we have been able to put up, like what I said earlier, mentorship programs for them. So when we have those graduates or people that pass through us, we try as much as possible to constantly, be in touch with them. We have the M&E, that's a monitoring and evaluation department as well, that tries to reach out to them to, first of all, ensure that the monies that they collect are not mismanaged, all right? And also to ensure that their businesses are running the way it ought to run, and also to provide support where any one of them is struggling. All right, so that's the work of that department. But we also once in a while have retraining, like we come online and do some retraining, for most of them, so that in case you have forgotten what you learned during your classes, you'll be reminded. So those M&E group also, once in a while, their job is to go look out for them and see if there are areas they need support, not necessarily finance. So it could be retraining, it could be mentorship, and sometimes we can also connect them with people that already have existing businesses, right, to mentors.
Share with us maybe a success story or stories from people that you have helped, entrepreneurs or beneficiaries that have been helped and you've seen positive results from Connak Foundation support.
Whoa, that one might be a bit difficult because we have myriads of testimonies, right? But I'm still going to point out, just still call a few. We have Sologidi. Sologidi is an entrepreneur that makes shoes, and she's based in Warri, Delta State. So she, after training under us and getting her grant, of course, she has upscaled her business, expanded, and she started giving back to her community, and she was noticed by her state government. So currently, she's doing a major entrepreneurship program with the state government, retraining youth in her state. So we have Utibe, and she's gone also ahead to win a lot more grants, according to her, and all these are based on the things she learned under Connak Foundation. Now we have Utibe. Utibe is from Akwa Ibom. She's into food processing, and she has upscaled since receiving the grant, upscaled heavily. And after the grant, she said she has gone ahead to win up to 10 more grants based on all she learned under Connak Foundation. Because we keep getting all those feedbacks, and most of them we publish it on our page. Now we have Tinu Smith. Tinu Smith is from Ocean Camp. She is into fashion, and Tinu also won a fashion grant, a kind of fashion grant. I'm trying to remember the name. Worth up to $10,000, all right, from the UN. So they were the one that organized the program, and she won it. And according to Tinu, it was based on all she learned, because we teach them quite a lot, how to do your pitching, how to, ask for grants, ask how to present your business and all that. It's actually a robust curriculum. So she won that last year, and as I speak with you right now, Tinu Smith is a trainee now under Faith Foundation. Yes, in her state, which is Osun. So these are just a few of them. We have quite a lot of them that have gone, even in the north. Most of them have gone to do greater things, and we're still very much in contact with them. We have them all in our group chats, all right? So everyone that is going for a particular thing, they publish it and all that. And also when they win, they send us information, and we have all those datas.
Apart from entrepreneurship, what other social impact programs does Connak Foundation do?
Connak Foundation is also full-time into education. Actually, like I said earlier, it was education we started with before breaking into these other areas. What happened about Connak Foundation is when we see a need, we just go in, you understand, carry out impact assessment and see if there is something we can do about it. And if there is, we swing in. So apart from education, we also have trainings for women and youth under our digital skills, and that is quite robust. Okay, let me start with education. Under the education, currently we have over 380 students under our scheme. Yeah, so about 170 something of them are from the East, while the rest are scattered all over the nation, both in tertiary institution and secondary schools. So, and it is fully funded scholarship. So, both food, clothes, and all that. we pay for all that. So we have all that going on. We also have the digital skill. The digital skill is what we use to empower the women and the youth. And that is based on the SDG Goal 9. So that's what we are focusing on, and it's quite robust. After their trainings, Connak Foundation provides them with a printer, a laptop to start up a business. So that's also another aspect where we empower the youth to do something for themselves. Then we're also very big on health programs. We have a lot of outreaches, or medical outreaches that catered for the underserved. So those medical outreaches, we partner with some organizations, medical organization. The biggest one was partnering with Faith Care USA. Faith Care, an organization that focuses on medical missions, rather. So we always partner with them to go to underserved areas of our states, especially to conduct real medical care. And those medical programs are not just to go to distribute drugs. Major surgeries are conducted there successfully, taking care of diverse different issues like eye problems and quite a lot anyway. So we are quite big on that, and we've had quite a lot of successful medical outreaches with that. And currently, we are building a 20-bed hospital in our host community. And that 20-bed hospital has reached about like 80% completion right now. And hopefully we're also going to introduce telemedicine there so that a lot of other people we can get very good quality medical attention, both from people overseas, doctors abroad and all that. And that is going to serve over 300,000 persons in Umuahia North. Currently, that's where that is located. Now, for community infrastructural development, we believe that you don't leave everything for the government, all right? So there are so many indigent areas, underserved areas in the state. So we provide basic amenities like solar lighting. We've provided for over 20 villages, all right? And then we also provide, we've provided boreholes, we've provided roads, all right? We've also partnered, or rather, gone to areas that had challenges like flooding issues and all that to give our humanitarian aids to them. So Connak Foundation has done quite a lot, both not just in Abia State. We've done things in Lagos, we've done things in the north, and we've done quite a lot in Abuja. Even most of our students are also from schools in Abuja.
What are some of the biggest challenges the Connak Foundation has had to face in the course of your operations or in driving your vision?
In every initiative, all right, the major driving force of every initiative for you to say it is successful, first of all, has to be funding, all right? Apart from that, also getting the right people to work with was also the issue. But let me come to funding. When you are, you have so much, like the founder of Connak Foundation, Mr. Kenneth Ukago, has a large heart, all right? I remember when we started the education, that's the scholarship, he wanted us to give them pay their tuition. He wanted us to feed them. he wanted us to, get vehicle to take them to school. And of course, he had to provide, the foundation had to provide buses that convey students to school, for those of them in secondary school. Because by the time you get to senior secondary school, we send them into boarding house so they can study for their external exam. So that's the kind of heart he had. So the funds to carry out, because most of the times, like I said earlier, sometimes when we get to a community or come to a space and we see a need, we really want to do something about it. So funding has been like a hitch, because ours is actually to uplift, humanity as much as we can. Then second, another one, for instance, talking about the business grants, has also been to ensure that people use the money for what it is for. Now we also have the challenge of manpower, all right? Like volunteers, people that can come out, because right now our work has transcends beyond the state where we started. So I remember when we went to Kano, we needed people to go to Kano for the boot camp. We needed people to go to Oshun for the boot camp, and it wasn't so easy for us to get. So that has been another challenge. I won't say government. The only thing I will call government is we wish that all the entrepreneurs that we have churned out will have enabling environment to do their businesses. Things like lights, good road, access to whatever they are producing and all that. So that has also impacted a little bit on what we do.
How does Connak Foundation ensure sustainability of its programs and funding?
Okay, we also leverage on grant. Also, we try to partner with organizations also. Then we encourage our grantees, all right, to do what we call pay forward. That means as you're helped, try to help others so that it will continue to grow, all right? However, we know that for us to continue to push, especially looking at the economy, I forgot to say something at the other one when you asked about the challenges. I know that, for instance, we've been doing like physical programs and all that, but with the cost of everything right now, it affected quite a lot of things. However, because we're quite creative, we always find a way around it. For instance, instead of physical boot camp, we had to do virtual boot camps and all that. So, but we are still on doing what we're doing. However, we keep going back to the drawing table to see how we can do it better and still not be stifled by funds, and still be able to, get the results that we've always gotten, if not better.
How can individuals, organizations, or even the government partner with Connak Foundation to further enhance what you do as an organization?
Okay, yeah, we believe in collaboration as well. So organization that might also want to collaborate with us, they might also want to co-fund our events or partner to carry out a particular event. Let's say the medical outreach, all right? So people can also donate. People can also act as volunteers, mentors, all right? Then we also would like a situation for the government. All we are asking is provide enabling environment for everything we're doing to work.
Let's say 13 years or a little more than 13 years of doing business now, or operating in the country, because it's not just about business, it's about helping people. What are the future plans for Connak Foundation? Where do you see this organization going in the next 5 or 10 years?
Okay, it's actually expanding on what we are doing already, trying to reach more unreached people. And for the digital skills, we want to actually upscale that to, to incorporate the reality right now about digital skills, because it's no longer opening of websites and all that. So we're actually working on a robust curriculum. We're also working on, collaborating with more organizations that has the idea, or rather that has the same vision of what we're doing, so that we can expand more.
Finally, I mean, we cannot leave this place without saying, or maybe giving an advice to young entrepreneurs who are looking for opportunities to help their businesses grow.
Okay, I will say for young entrepreneurs, I will say they should be focused. They should look for support as much as possible, maybe mentorship support, and they should understand that the economy is not getting any better. So they should try as much as possible to be creative in whatever they're doing, because if they are so one-sided, oh, this is how it should be, and then there's a quick turnaround in the economy or in whatever business they are doing, all of a sudden they will nosedive. So I will encourage them to keep staying on top of their game, attend more trainings, find out how things can be done, and try as much as, when I talk about creativity, if it's not done this way, it could be done this way. So find another way you can do it, so that way you stay on top. And as you're growing, try to give back to the society the same way you received. Try to give back. That way the cycle continues.
Well, this is where we draw the curtains on today's edition of Kaleidoscope. Thank you so much for watching. But you know it's never goodbye, because you can watch past editions of the program on youtube.com/channelsweb. Click on playlist or put Kaleidoscope in the search engine and watch various editions of the program. I'll definitely see you again very soon. I'm Anne Mwawadu. Thanks for watching.